traditional Balinese puppet masters. DeLong has to master traditional Balinese music, dance, choreography, as well as theater techniques of shadow puppet theater. He has studied, taught, and performed all over the world as a master of Balinese dance, music, and shadow puppetry. And I just want to plug his performance. The Balinese Tempest will be playing at UH Manoa Kennedy Theater. It's going to run from January 25th to February 3rd. So just call the UH box office for ticket information. So I would like to turn it over to Ailman Tumani, accompanied by Jua Hua Wei.
Thank you very much. So after I played the official beginning music, just now I would like repeat again and introduce myself. My name is Inyoman Sumandi. I'm coming from Bali, island of Bali, Indonesia. I come here to teach Balinese music and dance, and also puppetry at the University of Hawaii for 6 months. So we do have a production will be this coming January 25th. So today, I'm very lucky and it is good chance for me to give some information briefly about bamboo and coconut on the island of Bali, Indonesia. As you know, maybe a few of you who have been to Bali, you can see the situation or what's growing up in Bali. But among you, you never been to Bali. Bali is very tiny, small island in Southeast Asia in Indonesia. If you can see from the map, next to Java Island there is Bali. Look like the chicken has no leg and has no head. So that is Bali, very tiny, small island, only 2,000 miles square. We are in Bali, our people, especially in the in the land. So we have mostly our people have the coconut tree in Bali. Most of the island grew up the coconut and also the bamboo. Bamboo, the only where the area has kind of a large rain, especially in the Midwest and west side of Bali and east side, very dry, so not so many bamboo over there. So if we talk about bamboo, we do have several bamboo kind of large, big sizes, and also a small one, and different different color. There is green one, there is a kind of checkered one, what we call tieng tutul. Bamboo is the word bamboo called tieng. So and also the green and yellow bamboo. Bamboo and coconut are very important for our people in Bali, especially they are, for the ceremony mostly, and also the bamboo we use for the building to make the houses, especially the pillar of the house, the wall, and also the ceiling, and also the roof of the houses. We use bamboo too. In the past a lot bamboo we use for our building in Bali. And the bamboo also we can use for the handicraft or for furniture. For instance, like for the table, for the chair, and everything. And then also the bamboo we can use for the instrument. Balinese instrument, there's some made of bamboo. For instance, like this one next to me, that we call gerantang, the key of instrument made of bamboo. And for this one, for instance, the puppet is the shadow play of Bali. The stick mostly made of bamboo, especially the stick of the hand. So where our people make the puppet moving, controlled by the stick bamboo, the hand of the wayang. Puppet is the wayang. So the bamboo very useful for the theater, for performing art, and also we use for as the instrument. So we are here bring some example of the puppet, which the hand of the puppet is controlled by the bamboo stick. And In Bali, whenever we have gamelan music, also we use the hammer and the stick made of bamboo. The coconut in Bali very important too for the performing art, especially in the wayang shadow play. We use the coconut oil to make the flame, to make the fire for our performance. So the coconut we use for the offering. We use also for the oil lamp for the performing art, and the coconut, especially the what we call the skin of the coconut also we use as the plate or as a spoon, and also we use for the firewood. So that is the usage of the coconut we are in Bali, and some also for chair for they make the carving, because our people they like to carve everything, so they use coconut tree for the houses, and then also for the table and also for the chair. They carve it and make a nice form for the our production industry production of our people in Bali, and especially the women, because they are very often to make the offering in Bali. The offering basically made of coconut leaf. The young coconut leaf very important in Bali. Sometime this time we sort of like not enough young coconut leaf in Bali for the offering, because every day our people make the offering. So we got the leaf of the coconut from East Java. East Java, they send the coconut leaf for our offering for our people, because we use every day the offering in Bali. So we don't have enough coconut tree, so we got from East Java the coconut leaf for our offering. So the bamboo, we talk back about the bamboo. The other bamboo also we can make, as a musician, make the flute, or in the gamelan music. As you see here, we have the resonator of the instrument. This is bronze instrument. The resonator made of bamboo too. Without the bamboo tube, this one, the sound not make breathing like that, and then make a nice sound. So our instrument mostly in Bali, the resonator of the instrument made out of bamboo. New idea, there is now they made by plastic, but still better the sound if the bamboo we use as the resonator of the gamelan instrument. So like this one, this is the flute bamboo of Bali. It's different than other island. They blow the flute like this, but we are in Bali like this. So this is a bamboo. For flute, there is special what we call bamboo. What we call bamboo jajang. There is size, different size. Very small for the high pitch, and shorter, and also we do have very long large bamboo we use as the flute. The gamelan instrument, sort of like this, in West Bali they call jego. The bamboo they use is the largest bamboo, what they call petung bamboo, is as big as this. So that's the instrument they like to use in West Bali only. The sound very low and very strong sound. We call gamelan jego. For this gamelan we call gerandang, made of bamboo. The sound like this. That is the bamboo gamelan. So this was completely the material by bamboo. The case bamboo, small size, the key made of bamboo. A few ensemble in Bali made of bamboo, the key. For instance, like what we call ensemble gamang, gamelan jego. Mostly the key made out of bamboo. And also we do have gamelan gandrung, we call the different ensemble. We use bamboo as the key of the instrument. So we have mostly the bronze key like behind me, but only the resonator of the instrument made of bamboo. The rest of them just made of wood, the jack wood, and also the bronze. Most of gamelan gong kebyar in Bali made out of bronze key. But the bamboo very important for our gamelan, mostly in general in Bali. So I bring only a few examples of the instrument bamboo. As I mentioned, there is around 25 different ensemble gamelan in Bali. That's mostly, basically, bamboo as the resonator of our instrument. In Bali, especially in middle of Bali, there's a lot. They produce the bamboo for the instrument. In East Bali, we cannot find the bamboo good for instrument. This is different sizes. And the name of the bamboo in Bali, what we call bamboo is tieng. There is tieng petung, tieng jajang, tieng tamlang, tieng buluh, tieng taluh, and some others tieng. And the coconut tree also, we have different sizes and the length and then different name. And most of them we use for the oil, the fruit of the coconut. And some also very good for our medicine. If someone get some bad itching like that, we use the coconut oil, especially the oil of coconut. We call the name of the coconut is new rangda, new bojob, and new biasa, and we do have also new gada, new gading, new taluh, and the other one new sibu, small one. So there is many name and many different type of coconut we can find on the island of Bali. But mostly our coconut, the normal like the coconut around here, the fruit of them they use for the food. Especially if our people make what we call Balinese special during the ceremony, they make satay, what they call. They use coconut, the basic, of the material of the food of our Balinese people. So the building, talk about the bamboo. When we use bamboo, mostly the pillar and the wall and the ceiling only. The roof, sometimes the skeleton of the building made of bamboo, but now our people they prefer to use wood for the skeleton above there because it's stronger, longer last. Bamboo, if they make the house, the skeleton of the house, they want to make last long, has to soak, put in the water maybe months and months, so make the insect not get into the bamboo, and then after that, and then they cover by mud, and then take it and then they use as the house, so it better and last longer. So that's why our people now in Bali they prefer they use wood because stronger and last longer, but more expensive than bamboo. Bamboo, I think, the cheapest one material for the housing. In the area, what we call the Ganyan area, now creative people, they use the black bamboo or checker bamboo as the table or as the chair. Or maybe sometimes they make out of bamboo instead of the glass, for the example like the glass and then the carpet, and then people they like to use bamboo glass also, especially in the hotel. They make something material like bamboo too. Not all of the plates in the hotel made of kind of good material, but sometimes there are some made out of bamboo and also coconut shell. This is the coconut shell is a black one. When I was a kid, I used to have that kind of plate. We don't have good plate like nowadays. At that time, we used always the coconut shell, and for the spoon also out of the coconut. So the coconut very important. And nowadays, a lot of people, especially the foreigner, they like to drink the young coconut. There is coconut, there the water and the juice and the what we call the meat. The meat of the coconut, the young coconut, very good. So our people, mostly in the villages, if they have a coconut tree, they don't want to get the young coconut, but they need very, much good enough for the oil, because the oil very important daily they use, and they make oil of the coconut. They try to to make the oil from the coconut because the taste of the coconut oil is better than peanut or other oil. Our people in the villages, they like to use that coconut oil for the food mostly. And again, if talk about the when I was young, the people make of the cake for celebration like that. Mostly also we use the material, the coconut. So it is very very good chance also for me to mention tell you during this festival, bamboo and coconut festival, that what kind of bamboo we have, what type of coconut we have in Bali, and what the usage of our bamboo and coconut. The people mostly in the city, they do like to have bamboo tree. In the city now almost disappear bamboo or coconut tree. The reason because I think that is too much leaf. I mean not nice. You to plant bamboo in the city by our people. So that's why if you are going to Bali to see bamboo, you can go to the villages, especially where the raining a lot for down in Bali. I'm sure there are bamboo tree. Coconut, as you can see, mostly now our government in Denpasar, the capital of Bali, they try to plant the coconut at the at the roadside for the decoration. Maybe the idea is come from here this nice coconut without fruit. So that is now starting. Maybe this year I saw in Denpasar, especially Sanun area, they plant a lot of coconut tree on the road. I think that the purpose for the decoration, I believe, not they need the fruit or the leaf of the coconut, but mostly for decoration. So this is really for the people in the village. They like to keep the coconut tree because the coconut can keep the land not moving around. So especially who has housing at the river, the bank of the river, they like to plant the coconut because to hold the land very strongly and last very long. The good coconut tree in Bali for the housing is if it has maybe around 50 years old or more, that's the best. The trunk of the wood is colored black and lasts very long and good for the housing actually in Bali. So that's about our bamboo and our coconut in Bali. So now if anybody among you have a question about Bali, about bamboo, about everything, just go ahead. I think I let I think it's nice to communicate to you, and if you among you interested to know about Bali in general. Thank you.
So any questions for Pak Sumandi? Don't be afraid. Okay, well, I'd like to thank him for his time, for entertaining us in his informative presentation on the many uses for bamboo and coconut. It was very, very informative. So thank you, Pak Sumandi. So they're gonna do another musical interlude, and I'm gonna step away.
Anybody have question for bamboo coconut? Yes, question? So, the bamboo in this instrument is very important, I said, because this makes it sound longer. For instance, like this is I try to hit one key. So now if I open it and the sound will be different. See? This is because of the bamboo make sound relation like that. Like that. So a musician has to mute the sound because of the bamboo, the sound will be moving like that. So has to mute the key by this part of the hand. So like this. So if we don't mute, the sound will be bad. Like that. So that's why we need to mute by the hand. Nice sound of the instrument because of the bamboo. So that the so that is very, as I said, very important, the bamboo for our instrument. Because of new material for nowadays, especially if we bring to this country, this kind of bamboo very easy crack, break. So now the gamelan maker in Bali they made out of what you call plastic tube. Can last longer, but they produce the sound not as good as bamboo. Here, this country, especially in East Coast, because winter sometimes summer, so has to take care this kind of bamboo very nicely and put the good air condition. So otherwise they just break. If the bamboo break, the sound very bad. So that is our bamboo. Hard to compare the bamboo. Japanese bamboo may be stronger than our bamboo in Bali. So that's why we are, the gamelan maker in Bali, they try now to sell, to make the gamelan industry, they send to foreign country out of the bamboo, change into plastic tube, so last and longer can keep. Any question? So I will play another melody, what we call batel melody. The gamelan, this instrument to accompany usually for the shadow play, for the puppet. So we have the music for traveling scene, we have the crying scene, and also we have for the fight, something like that. So now we try to play the music for fight scene.
Does anyone want to come up to try to play one of the instruments? Come on, Trin. Thomas. Fontaine. Anyone? All right, come. All right, we have Thomas Smith. Thank you, Thomas. Okay, we're going to take a short break, and I encourage you to go to the different stations. We have Izumo Tasha. It's a colorful array of good luck charms for the new mouse year. We have bamboo tools from around the world, so the different tools, the implements of the different uses of bamboo. We have parole making, and that's being demonstrated by the Kaki Hunan Club of the University of Hawaii at Manoa. And the parole is a wondrous star. I believe it's made of bamboo stakes in paper. It's the traditional Filipino paper, and it's displayed during the holiday time, representing the Star of David. Let's see, we also have a calligraphy table, so that would be good to check that out. You can actually try your hand at calligraphy. And in addition to that, we have the tamari table. Let's not forget about the tamari table. So there you have the New Year's decorations, and you can find out about tamari activities. Okay? All right, so we'll see you back in maybe 15 minutes or so.